Officer oil, when I'm not fighting crime, I'm fighting friction. And if you know me, you'll know that I'm a huge nerd when it comes to oil analysis. It is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to know exactly what's going on the inside of your engine or your component. So this oil analysis sample was filled out by one of my clients. This is a marine fleet, and they filled this out and they shared this with me, and so I wanted to share it with you because the results are, well, very eye-opening. So the results came back terrible, critical, horrible. And this was on a Yamaha F300 outboard. Some capacities, about 7 quarts. And they were using the Yamalube 10W-30 marine oil. And this thing, now, my understanding is you should be changing the oil on this unit every 100 hours. Well, they got busy and they tested it at 200 hours. They actually ended up doubling by accident. They went way too long on their oil. So they went to 200 hours. The unit had 1,000 hours on the motor itself, but 200 hours on the oil when it should have only had 100. And well, it came back nasty. So right here, check for source of fuel leak. Fuel is severe, at a severe level. Fuel dilution may be caused by component faults related to injectors, ignition timing, or excessive blow-by. Additional causes, which is probably them, heavy throttle application, engine lugging, short trips, excessive idling. Fuel dilution has caused viscosity to decrease moderately. Fuel dilution reduces viscosity of the lubricant, which decreases film strength and lubricity and may lead to increased wear. So the other thing that flagged was, in addition to fuel being everywhere, viscosity dropped. Viscosity was off because it had so much darn fuel in it. So it wasn't lubricating very well. What do they recommend? Lubricant and filter change acknowledgement. So they did change the oil, they did change the filter, and the lab suggested resample at half the interval. Sample information has been added, tests have been rerun, or additional testing was added, and the report has been regenerated. So everything was updated here, but wow, I mean, this thing was bad, and I'm so glad they caught this and realized that, hey, I think you went a little too long on your oil. So the sample breaks down all the wear metals, parts per million, any of the contaminant metals, multi-source metals, any additive metals. Gives you information: when was the sample taken, date received, was the oil changed, did they have to add any oil? No. Was the filter changed? Yes. And any other contaminants here. So water, soot, fuel, and then we look at the fluid properties. So its viscosity, its thickness, acid, base number, which is the ability to neutralize acids, oxidation, nitration, and then down here, if it was applicable, all the particle count. So we sell these oil analysis kits through Oil Analyzers. That is a sister company of AMSOIL, and it is the only way to know exactly, doing oil analysis, the only way to know exactly what's going on the inside to test the oil. Yes, you can touch it and feel it and smell it and taste it, and it's not going to hurt to find out to help determine what's going on the inside, but sending it off to a third-party lab is the only way to know for sure, because they're going to test it from the inside out to see, is it good, bad, or ugly? In this case, it was terrible. So one important thing is that we don't test our own oil. Oil Analyzers does not test their own oil. We send it out to a third-party lab that tests everybody's oil. In this case, they tested Yamalube. They'll test AMSOIL. They'll test Bob's oil. They'll test Sally's oil. They'll test anything out there. So, but this is just a great way to know, to see exactly what's going on out there in your equipment. So if you have a lot of equipment and you're looking for ways to be proactive with your maintenance and see if we can safely go longer, or maybe we're going too long and we need to back it down. but it's a great, great way. And these kits are so inexpensive compared to the cost of putting in new motors and then the downtime when it breaks. So a great, great maintenance tool out there. And if you'd like to learn more about our oil analysis program, I'll put a link below for your fleet, for your car. Maybe you're a bigger nerd than me and you just kind of want to know, hey, what's it like in my boat? What's it like, what's the oil doing in my dirt bike or my front differential or, whatever, because we'll test about everything. So it's a great, great resource. So the link's below. That'll autofill my referral number, which is also on the screen. By using my referral number or clicking on any of my links, that helps us and my team earn the credit for your purchase. So it really, really means a lot. AMSOIL is what I do to support my family outside of police work, because when I'm not fighting crime, I'm fighting friction. But if you've ever done oil analysis, like to hear from you, and any other Yamaha owners out there that have any samples, I'd love to see it. Love to have you share with me. So look forward to seeing you on the next video. Officer Oil, pros.